Have you ever said never to something and then guess what? You did what you said you would never do?
Moving forward with the DekkerTeam. Moving forward together with the DekkerTeam.
Hello, I'm Ken Decker.
And I'm Candace St. Louis Decker.
And we're excited to be with you on this journey and welcome you to another Inside Track radio show.
Yes.
Where we share tips and all kinds of cool inside information about real estate. And sometimes we get personal. And today we're going to talk about Candace's personals, I'll nevers.
Yes.
So what you can expect out of today's show is a lot of I'll never.
I'll never, yes. The power of never, really.
Oh, the power of never.
Yeah.
You swung it into a powerful thing.
I did.
That's so cool. So what have you said I'll never to that actually turned out?
So the biggest one that I can think of is growing up, I had both parents in real estate. Ta-da, my father.
That must have been horrible.
Yes, Ken Decker. And I remember saying, I will never, ever do what you do. I'd rather, and this was my slogan back when I was a child, I'd rather pump gas for a living than do what you do. Now, no.
Nothing against those people that pump gas.
No, but as a child, I thought that would be way better than doing real estate.
Well, you know, as a child, I used to pump gas for free.
There you go.
When I go over to the convenience store. And I just found it fun. So when cars would pull up, I'd pump their gas for them, take their money, but I'd actually bring it into the store.
Well, that's good. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm now in real estate.
Yeah. How's that turned out for you?
Yeah. So I guess growing up, I saw the negatives of having both parents in real estate as a child.
Oh, what kind of negatives would that be?
There was a few, never knowing when dinner was going to be. It could be at 4 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. I always knew I was going to get fed, but never knew when.
Business is good as long as you get fed.
Yeah. But I remember watching my friends that would have like dinner at 5 o'clock or 5:30 on the dot. And then they could plan what they were going to do in the evening because they always knew their parents were home from work. And so they could 9 to 5. Yeah,
whatever,
they could plan play dates. And so I could never really do that because my parents didn't know what their schedule would be each night.
Candace.
I know.
We put you through so much.
Yeah.
And then, so was it really that bad? What else was a negative, or was there positives to having parents that were realtors?
Well, I didn't see the positives until I had children of my own.
Ah,
so
interesting how that works.
Yeah, it struck me once when my son had an assembly and he was getting an award, and I was working a 7 to 3 job, and it was around lunchtime, and I couldn't go because you can't just take an hour off work, go to an assembly and watch it. And then I remembered my parents were at almost every assembly. They were at almost every field trip. Maybe sometimes too many. And
yeah, I agree. Some of those field trips I went on, I was an odd duck.
Yeah. So it just, they were able to be there because they could schedule an appointment time to be with us and then go back to work at night or whatever it be. So then I saw some of the advantages. And eventually, when I was on mat leave once, I took my real estate courses.
And you decided it was okay to get into real estate because of the flexible schedule. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
And how long have you been in real estate now?
It's been 10 years now.
What?
Yep.
Shut the front door. 10 years?
Yes.
I thought it was 8.
Nice.
Okay.
So it hasn't been painful working together then.
No, because what I found is that you've found your calling.
Yes. It was evident to me because when I was on mat leave, I had, I enjoy my time off, and then I got into real estate. And within the first 2 weeks of being in real estate, one of my kids got pretty sick and I had to take a week off. It was like day after day. I I think it was bronchitis or something. I had to stay home with him. And I remember sitting there being like, I really want to go back to work in real estate. And then during the 14 months previous, I was off a different career for my daughter's mat leave. I was like,
Was that your,
I didn't miss it.
microwaving food at the hospital career?
Yes. Dietary at the hospital. Yep.
Okay. Is that what they call dietary?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, you love that job. It was great money, but it was mindless stuff. And so I didn't miss it while I was off for 14 months.
Right.
But I definitely missed real estate, even though I'd only done it for a couple weeks and then I was off for a week. So then I realized it was my calling and I loved it. And now I've been able to put things in my personal life in place so that like dinner's at 5:00 every night at my house, whether I'm home or not.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're handling this even better than your dad did.
I can learn from some of your mistakes, I guess.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm noticing you're sporting a beautiful new haircut.
I am.
And
That's another
it's lovely.
never.
That's a never?
Yeah.
Never cut your hair?
No, never cut it short. I remember growing up and watching my mom have short hair, and I always loved my long hair. And I decided, Mom, why would you ever cut your hair short? I won't do that when I'm an adult. Well, it only took me till I was 17 and I cut my hair all off, actually. I shaved it for cancer. And once it was all off, I never went back to long hair. It's always been short.
Yeah, you shaved it off for a cancer fundraiser for a neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so that, once it was done, did you ever grow it long again?
Nope.
No, you
I put in
like it
extensions
short.
once.
You put in extensions?
Yeah. But I do, I really like it short.
So you bought long hair.
Yeah, I did.
So why do you like it short?
It just feels more me.
Do you remember why you said you'll never have short hair?
Because I didn't like how it looked on my mom and thought it was...
You better not listen to this show.
Back in the day when I was growing up, it was prominent to have long hair. Not many people had short hair. And so I thought it aged you to cut your hair short. So that when I was an adult, I would keep it long for sure.
Oh, and see, I thought it was different reason.
What was it?
Yeah. I thought that you used to be called Little Yetta and that you didn't want to look like Yetta to get your hair cut short like Yetta.
That's true. I always got called Little Yetta. And I would even make up stories about being adopted so people would stop saying I looked like my mother.
That's almost mean.
Oh, I know.
And then so are there any other never say nevers? Because the point of this is sometimes you should say never and you'll actually do it.
That's right. Yeah.
Because you were turning into the positive, the power of never.
It is the power of never, whether it's positive or not. It's powerful when you use a negative towards something because I believe it gets stuck in your brain.
Right.
Your brain doesn't hear the never, it just hears the thing you're going to do.
Oh, I think it hears never because when Yetta says to me, you never take out the garbage, I hear the never. And that's when the fight broke out, Your Honor. Because never is a long time.
Yes.
Yes. And it's very definite. So when you say never to something, your brain may just be thinking maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
For sure.
Yeah. So what's that song? We watched that show with the
American
mouse? With the owl. What's the owl sing? Never say never again.
Yes.
Did I get the accent right?
You did.
Close, eh?
Yeah.
All right. So we're grateful to be your partners in building wealth in real estate, and we're just excited that you joined us.
Moving forward with the DekkerTeam. Moving forward together with the DekkerTeam.